Hey, welcome back everybody. Alright, welcome to the new year everybody, and hope you guys enjoyed the holidays. I know I did. I definitely took it easy the last couple weeks. So we're back here at the hangar, first Saturday of the year. Bit overcast. It's okay, we're not flying today. Like Will had said last week, the more of this ground power stuff that we knock out now, the better for later in the year, especially when we really start turning on the airplane again. So that's my goal today, is to get this tug to actually operate. Well, I know it drives, it just doesn't stop. And that's a problem, especially since that's the one that we use for towing airplanes. We definitely want to be able to stop an airplane. Anyway, so let's go crack into this. All right, so here's the drum brake, and we were able to source up a wheel cylinder at our local auto parts store. So really good that we got that, and it's got the same threads, it's the same size, same piston bore size, so it'll work. Only one minor problem is the thread holes don't quite line up with the bolt holes here. So I gotta do a little grinding on the plate to make this fit in. Not that that's a problem, the bolts just retain it. They're not the ones that center it in this circle that you see here on the that locates it into this main diameter there, so that's not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna get to grinding and get this thing mounted. All right, that is done, and I got the holes nice and deburred and dressed, and the wheel cylinder will fit. I just had to elongate the holes slightly so that they were about just a little bit off, but it fits, it works, everything lines up now. My next job is I'm going to get all of this cleaned up, degreased, and dress everything up, because I'm going to repack the wheel bearings while I'm in here, and then we got to bleed the system out entirely, and then this tug should be operational again. Yes! Now, to actually pack the wheel bearings.
I want to see your strat on packing wheel bearings.
Oh, you just put a glob of it in here.
You just slam the bearing on there.
Yep, and just roll it on in there.
Yeah. I did that so much growing up, but we didn't have gloves. That's why I hate the way grease smells now. Big old tractor bearings.
It's not differential oil.
Yeah, that stuff stinks.
Yes.
All right, that was a little bit of a struggle with the springs, but we got it. She's back on, nice and greased, clean, and ready to go. Now we gotta get all the air out of the system and bleed this thing. So let's go get the bleeder and get to work. Lines are hooked back up. I got the power bleeder, that's this guy, hooked up. We have the plate sealed to the chamber. So if you've never seen one of these before, this is called a power bleeder or pressure bleeder, and this makes bleeding brake systems really easy once you get it hooked up properly anyway. So the lid's got to come off. You fill this with fluid, you make sure this is sealed, give it a couple of pumps and charge up some pressure, make sure it holds and it's not dripping, and then you can commence bleeding. You start in the farthest brake line, which is right rear in this one's case. So right rear, right front, which I know has a pile of air in it, and then finally left front. And then once you get good fluid out of all of them, you're done. Now we can bleed this side, which already had some fluid come out of it because it was loose. So I forgot about it, but it's okay. Let's crack it loose and get the air out of this line. You can see it bubbling every time it burps. There's another bubble. You gotta get all the air out. That's the only trick with brake systems. There's another glug of bubbles. There we go. And done. Write this down really quick. And that side's done. Now we can move on to the other side. All right, 4 wheels later, 1 smashed thumb, and I think we got it. There. Yeah, it's gonna be, until we cycle the brakes a few times while it's rolling, it's gonna feel a little snug. Get these squared up. Well, it rolls straight. That means all the roller bearings are lined up. That's good. All right, now I'm gonna go find the forklift and get this thing on her feet and do final torque and drive her around. Huh, we're so close. You guys have no idea. I hope this goes, because now we have a fully functional aircraft tug again. So let's see what we got. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if she will stop. So let's get her fired up. Hopefully she starts. Here we go. She's pulling pretty hard. We need to get that transmission. Well, it stops. It does stop, but that transmission is really wanting to keep pushing us. It ain't one thing, it's another, but at least it stops. Beep. Yeah, that goes down. I was saying, that could have go to the floor. Now it's building pressure. Now it sinks. I think it's air in it again. I wonder if I need to turn the idle back down. Well, that didn't go as planned. Got that brake pedal, it'll build pressure and then sink. It means it's not building pressure. Well, it's building pressure and then it's leaking. Means either we didn't get all the air out, which is unlikely because we just bled the thing, or there's a leak. And I think we found the leak. The one that we just fixed. Ah! Gently do that again. All right, hit it again. Yeah, I see where it's leaking. It's the fitting. All right, we're good. Dang.
I get you in the face there?
A little bit, and you got some on the lens too.
My bad.
That's okay, we'll fix it. All right, we got a bad fitting. Or maybe not a bad fitting, but definitely got to, probably at the minimum, find some new copper washers to seal that with, which means it's got to come apart again. Well, given that it's nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon, most of us are pretty hungry. We're gonna go find some lunch. We'll check in with the Vietnam War flight guys too after a bit, see what they got going on for the year. Well, I'm over here, and I was hoping Jet Jared would be over here so we could talk about what they got going on, but he's out this weekend. Maybe next time. Still got all the nice fun toys over here. So I guess I'll just end the video here. I'm sorry that I was really hoping to get a lot further along with that tug. Man, that thing's been a real pain in the butt about everything. But we'll get it. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Again, Happy New Year, guys. We'll catch you next weekend.